Peace of Blake be upon you, everyone. Welcome back. The continuing saga of prenups and particle cannons, Return of the Magnificent Seven. Let's do a quick round table just to remind everyone who everybody is playing. Let's start on my right and go around.
I am Jabal Arazed, and a wandering Azami warrior, tech turned Mechwarrior, kind of a love-hate relationship with the Draconis Combine, and I take everything very seriously.
I'm Harlan Storm of Storm Industries, a Cameron-blooded son of a duke that is trying to resist his title and nobility. And I drive a Highlander, and I'm caught in a pretty precarious position. Because I have to deal with this guy.
Gus Wiley Jansen, reconnaissance specialist for the Magnificent Seven, and Lynn Vander Knights, formerly of the Fighting 45th Mercenary Command. And I'm here to help my best buddy get through this political nightmare.
I am Casimir Kozak Marek, one of the greatest men to have ever set foot inside of the Inner Sphere. I piloted an incredible mech, I have incredible talents and abilities, and of course I understand the place of nobility in society.
I'm Scott Albert. I'm a writer and Battletech player here in Tirana. I'm playing a new character, Stogan Reg. Stogan Reg is from the Taurian Concordat, and he is a jump circuit gambler that plies the trade in the jump circuit trade routes along the border of the Taurian Concordat.
So I think let's address that right off the bat.
That's not going to cause a problem.
What about checkers? We got checkers.
Checkers, please.
I am Dr. Randolph P. Checkers, PhD in pain, Masters of Disaster, and I am here as the help, or on occasion, when not paid, stealing copper.
So, where I was going with this. Checkers, it's been months. Interstellar travel's pretty boring. You are probably not, you're not the kind who curls up in the dropship and reads a book. If there's a casino on the jump ship, I think it's fair to say you're out and about.
Well, a man's gotta, mind his manners, and of course, take full advantage of all the victuals and entertainments a ship underway may possess. So yes, I'm going to get drunk and play cards.
So, you have that on your mind. It's possible you also have on your mind that there's a mission coming up and there's a battle mech on the dropship that doesn't have a mech warrior. At one of your card tables, you meet a suavely dressed Taurian.
Does such a thing exist?
I mean, you come from the periphery. You're aware of where the standards are, right? Suavely dressed isn't objective.
Has shoes, got it.
Sorry, what was that?
Has shoes, got it.
There you go.
Number one. I'm on a rickety little improvised table dealing cards out with some of the crew who don't look like they're having as good a time as I am, with a big pile of credit chits in front of me.
Jackers?
I'm gonna sit down and be like, hey, if you make the whole room upset tonight, sir, you don't have to worry about sleeping. They'll introduce you to the airlock. Anyways, deal me in.
Well, who's going to spend time sleeping when there's a card game to be won? And I start dealing out another hand.
Now, I think we can get through this by using rolls. Does Checkers have any skills that he thinks will lend well to a card game like this? And I'm going to put "game" in big quotes.
Well, I'm gonna say that perception would probably be a good one to see exactly what kind of cutting he's doing with those cards.
Tex, I want you to know that I'm proud of you. I was sure you were going to go with support weapons.
There is a plan B, brother.
It's been hanging out with me for too long. Get soft.
Yep, give me a perception check. You got dice over there, or do you want us to roll for you?
If you would roll for me so it is consistent,
Sure
I have
thing.
a habit of rolling dice that do one of two things: fall off the table or fall off the table.
Okay, 5, 6, 7 plus 3 is a 10. Yeah, this card game is not on the up and up.
All right. I mean, this is
Shocked there's gambling in this establishment.
that's insane. Anyways, I'm gonna bet conservatively, but I'll use the one good eye to wink. He won't know if I'm blinking or not, but I hope he understands.
I do not understand, but I happily put a couple of terrible cards on the bottom of the cards that I'm dealing out, and I look in Checkers in the eye, and I push forward half of my pile of chits across the table, and I say, "You look familiar to me. You from around here somewhere?"
No, not if I can help it.
Well, that's too bad, because there's a lot of good times to be had between here and where the fighting is.
Really?
You had-
Really? Good times. Well, where are they? I've been looking.
Well, you found them, brother. You found them. You care to make another bet?
No.
I'm going to spend a plot point, and whatever mechanism he's using for cheating, I want to be accidentally revealed.
You don't even know me yet.
See, that's the power of a plot point.
Yeah, this is a powerful plot point.
So it's just his sleeve, like either the cards fall out or like the timing mechanisms he's using, whatever. it is.
On me,
What is it?
Lando.
So you, how many cards do you want to draw there? Here, I'll give you 3 cards. That's so. Looks like what you wanted to do is take a whole new hand there, and I'll take 5 cards myself. And,
No.
and
So what?
new player? You know how the.
What's it calls in?
Usually the fists are pretty good, I find. So what are you and your crew doing around these parts?
Is the oxygen a little low in here right now?
So I'm. What hand is it in poker when you have 12 aces? Asking for a friend.
Oh, well, sorry, son, but I think that's a loser for you. I think
It's the missing
It's a missing.
yeah, I'm gonna take your chits, I'm gonna take your credits, and I'll take that as a lesson for you in teaching you the ins and outs of interstellar poker. You're gonna
cool.
thank me later. What are you and your crew doing around these parts?
Well, we were about to go do something, but right now I'm really interested in showing you the intricacies of airlock maintenance.
Wow. I have spent some time in an airlock in my days, but she was might be prettier than you are.
Oh, I'll make sure this is brief.
Tell me, do you know any of the crew of the people that go around calling themselves the Mech 7?
Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm also the guy with a gun under the table.
Wow. You've been outplayed, my friend, because I'm sitting here with the Pine Tree Special. That's right. This is a blazer pistol that you may have heard about. It's got a tight chamber in it. So I think you might want to rethink that last statement.
No, I don't.
All right, to move this along, I'm going to play a plot point and put that back out there. I think an official from the jump ship who's familiar with what is the standard, like, pleasant greeting in the periphery recognizes
Yeah, this is like normal periphery. This is like 2 guys in line at the laundromat. If you don't, you're not even acknowledging
This is the
other
periphery
guy.
equivalent of just like, man, did you see the weather yesterday? Wasn't that wild?
Yeah.
He's just going to come by and be like, gentlemen, so wonderful you're enjoying the trip with us. Just want to remind everyone that weapons that can pierce the hull of the ship are generally discouraged, as causing an exposure to vacuum would suck us all into space. You would appreciate it if you kept your safeties on just for the duration of the interstellar voyage.
Well, 2 things. 1, I use wad cutters. They don't go through steel, but they do go through people. 2, the Smith & Wesson Model 27 does not have a safety.
Neither do I, my friend. Neither do I.
Torian, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know why the toothbrush was invented in the Torian Concordat? Because if it was invented anywhere else, it'd be called the teeth brush.
I see that we're not going to get along, my friend. And that's bold words coming from someone that dresses out the backside of a Davian seaport. Is this your first time in space?
Oh no, I've been on the road before, but if you can't take a punch or two, you might as well be a Capellan.
This is the whole show now, by the way. We're just doing this.
Well, I mean, come on. If you can't talk trash in space, I mean, what are you going to fight him?
Oh, sorry, Checkers. I laughed over you. What was
Oh no, I was going to say, if you can't talk trash in space, what are you fighting for?
Yeah.
Where are the rest of us?
That's a good
Probably
question.
watching.
Oh, well, I mean, if we're, who else? I mean, I wouldn't be gambling. You're not going to be there, right? Because you're decoding.
Casimir's not going to be gambling, just because that's not a reliable form of money unless you're cheating. And cheating is dangerous. Somebody might draw a gun on you.
I mean, Wiley probably would have gone.
No, not gambling. Not gambling.
Is there a bar nearby, or like are we? Is the gambling hall nearby where one of us would be sitting?
It's in the ship.
Yeah, it's on the jump ship, which means it's probably like 800 square feet. There's probably a couple of tables, and then there's a third table that is the bar, and the fourth table that is probably where Stogan Reg has set up, and then like a door to the bathroom.
Would it be safe to say that any of us would see this action from happening?
If you
I
were
make sure of it.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna go take care of that. Checker's gonna take care of himself, but
Well, he's got a gun under the table.
Well, he's got a gun out in the open. That's fair.
You know, I'm just going to point out right now, getting sucked into space is not very cash money. So this is a sealed area. I'm actually going to step back. We're just going to close the door. So there's a problem. It's not a problem for me. And he doesn't want
as you're saying, there's a problem.
It's just gone.
I'll gender over. I'll Shadowrun term. Sorry. I'll walk over. Gotta get it in once, right? Hey, anybody got a problem here, Checkers? We good?
Oh, we're fine. This is the
Who's your
world's
friend?
richest. Oh, he's the world's richest Torian. He's got both shoes.
My friend, my mother used to say, you can catch more flies with lies than you can with a honey.
That almost made sense.
So you're can I just hold on, lean in a bit.
Oh,
there we go. Now you're in frame. You were leaning out of frame. You got a problem with Checkers?
no, sir. No, I do not. I do not have a problem with any of you fine folk. I'm just here making my way through. Where are you headed?
Here or there.
Oh, those are some of my favorite places. I've been there many times.
Okay. Well, as there's no problem here, then perhaps you could cut me in.
Absolutely, I can. Take up an ammo crate and sit down, and we'll have ourselves a little chin wag. How about that?
Sounds good to me. I'll sit down and do that, and then to Checkers, I'll say, hey, perhaps we could put the guns away, and then maybe we'll play a fair game.
I don't tell you how to live, but fine. And I holster it.
I'll agree to one of those two.
While they're sitting around and he's pulling up his crate, I grab a bottle from the bar, pay for it, full bottle, walk over.
Smooth
No,
sipping?
I don't. I don't think they're selling the smooth sipping on the, on the jump ship. Well, at least he is.
Wait, 3 years, we could have franchised it. It might be like JP Wise.
It's not lowbrow enough here.
And I walk over and I slam the bottle down on the table. So we're going to be not playing for money. We're playing for shots. Let's get this out. I said, deal me in. Put your chips away.
Anyone ever tell you you look a bit like Gus Wiley?
Never.
Now
That's interesting.
Harlan like white knuckles his pistol for a second. You seem to know a lot about pissing off varied friends of mine. You got something to say?
I'm just passing through and I'm trying to get to know you, good gentleman.
No, I'm afraid that's not going to ring. Let's try that again. You got something to say?
All right. You caught me. You caught me out fair and square. I hear that you fellas are headed into a little dispute.
You hear that we are heading into a dispute.
That's what I hear.
Afraid that's common knowledge. See, there is a civil war going, so you're going to have to be a little bit more specific.
Well, this is a dispute and a civil war that also involves a ring that may end up on your finger.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You DJ parties?
I have been invited to a few parties in my time.
Okay.
And how is it you know about this ring?
Well, people talk.
Is there a way to like communicate or buzz some of the teammates? Like, can I?
Well,
can I,
gun's
like,
pretty
basically-
loud.
Can I basically buzz Jabal?
I sealed everyone in. I shut the door.
Like, is that like? I'm assuming there's text messages.
Like the technology-wise, absolutely. Does anyone in this crew pay attention to that sort of thing? Right? Like in a competent crew, I'd say absolutely. With you folks, I'm going to give you like 50-50 that anyone's even paying attention. But we'll let that be a role play decision, I think. But yes, the technology exists for you to be like...
I wouldn't be concerned about one dude with three of us sitting there, four of us sitting there.
So if I get a message from you, the only response would be, how much are you going to pay me?
It's part of your paycheck.
It is not.
You're here to help me.
That is
This
not.
problem.
That is not what the contract says. It just says in response.
I'm just gonna send you a text that says Katana Bar. And you can do that as you will.
He's deciding.
So how is it you know about
I'm still decoding.
How is it you know about this card dealer?
People say a lot of things when they lose money to you on a jump ship, especially for weeks out. And you got a big crew. You got a big crew with big mouths. Now me, I got a little mouth. I'm probably the only person here in this entire ship that you can trust.
I just start laughing.
I almost like you.
Don't push it.
All right. So let's just cut to the chase. What do you want?
What I want is for the Taurians to be left in peace for once. I want all you Davian types and all you Lyran types and all you other types to just let my people be. But that's not going to happen anytime soon, is it? So I'll tell you what. I hear you're down at least one pilot. Maybe two pilots. You see, I see a number of you coming and going in the mech bays. And there's a few mech bays where I don't see anyone coming and going. Now, I know my way around a mech yoke. And I could use to make a little bit extra money.
The most loyal crew you could have ever asked for. Everyone's like, where's my cut every day?
Jeez, I feel like Ed O'Neill and Married with Children. So you want to exploit the knowledge of us potentially getting into a fight to help us out by borrowing one of our mechs,
Mm-hmm.
and we pay you to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Think
One of
you're
the best ideas I ever had.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be a little more persuasive than that. What's your for someone who wants us to not pick a fight with the Taurians, you're certainly out looking for a fat lip. What's your real purpose for this? You want some Steiner blood on your hands? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my brother.
Now we're getting to the grind. Now the engine, as Checkers would say, is degreasing.
That's a weird thing to say.
Try this. Pours you a shot.
Oh, I was going to say, pour him a shot. He'll understand.
Yeah, I pour him a shot.
He's shaking as he
You're not allowed to sip that. If you want to be one of us, you got to down the hatch.
It tastes
If I
like brain
drink this,
damage and regret.
We got a deal.
No, this is just to have this conversation. It's like that scene in Judge Dredd, slow-mo.
By Blake's left toe. Wow. Wow. I will never eat again. I will never eat anything in my stomach again. That is, why are you, is that poison? Did you poison me?
You'll be all right. You'll be all right. That feeling of how you have to go to the bathroom, it subsides in a minute. You'll be all right.
Do me a favor. Give me a quick willpower check.
Just a roll?
2d6 plus your will.
6 plus 1 for will is 7.
Ooh, I don't think you can keep it down.
Wait till we get to the hazing and he has to drink the whole bottle.
While he's doing that, we'll all have a shot.
Yeah.
And I just turn to Wiley and I just projectile vomit.
My agility.
No, I'm gonna.
My agility.
So that's actually not how a plot point is to change the event.
Yeah.
Or actually roll. Maybe you can use edge, but that should.
No, I'm gonna change the plot here. So I'm gonna play a plot point. So
Wow.
as he turns the vomit,
Good line up.
I kick the ammo crate from under his feet out from him, so he just falls straight down instead of throwing up to his side, and he throws up in front of himself.
Wow.
I'll give that if you're spending a plot point on it. I will also give you that when that happens, you can see the tan that you recognize from a mech warrior wearing a cooling suit.
Okay.
I would also like to spend a plot point.
Everybody give me a plot. This is great. Just pile them over.
I'd like to spend a plot point that when he does kick the ammo crate over, he achieves his desired effect, but the fountain of engine degrees and other contents comes up and pokes him right in the face. So he gets it anyway.
I'll make an agility check and get out of the way of that.
You know, it's
My agility is high, so I still will have a decent roll. That won't be that difficult to. It won't be that difficult to get out my. So that's a 12.
I mean, that is high.
Bad.
How difficult could it be?
That's a 12.
Look, if everyone, we could spend the rest of it. Everyone wants to spend all their plot points in this one scene. I think to keep things moving, in general, no one is going to remember too well what happens tonight because there's been some engine degreaser being drunk. Some people fell down. Some people threw up. Some people got covered in throw up. The particulars don't matter.
As that happens, and he falls down and looks, and I notice the tanning. I look at the two of you because I don't trust him.
I'm not here.
Yet.
He's not even there.
No, I shut the door and left.
And I give you the legit sign, like looking at him and giving you like he's legit.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, I think this conversation is between Checkers and our new friend Stogan. And if they can get along, then the rest of us will get along. Checkers?
Yeah, sure. Fine. It'll be all right, I'm sure.
I accept.
What are you accepting?
What are you offering?
You get the chance to shoot up some Steiners, maybe? At least one of the subset families that they're backing. And after it's done, we'll see how it plays out.
What's your brother got to do with all this?
Well, that's what I'm going there to find out.
And what side's he on?
I haven't seen my brother in 20 years.
And you know he's on high alert how?
I received a message from an anonymous source.
An anonymous source.
I'm chasing down a lead. because finding my brother is very important to me. I don't usually tell people these secrets about myself right out, but I trust you. I trust you all. I trust you the most.
That's very disconcerting. But let me respond by asking a potentially dodging question, which is, you've been looking for your brother. In fondness or in hate?
Well,
That changes the tone of your motives.
that's going to be another conversation.
Fair enough. I'd like to make a knowledge check if possible. On
Sure.
this, right? My knowledge of Capellas and Taurians.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know, in the news or in the clippings, whatever, in the fight, are the Taurians involved in any capacity?
Give me a roll.
5. So
Nothing reported. I don't think you have a great handle on it, but you have at least, like, you've noted there's been an absence of any, especially that you're almost home. You're in the area where the border is, and you just haven't heard any news about any Taurian military activity.
we should get the others to consent on this.
Yeah.
They don't need to know. Not right away, anyway.
You meet us back here tomorrow at lunchtime. We'll sit down, have another drink, a bite to eat, some rations, and we'll have an answer for you.
Sounds good. Anyone want to play some cards in the meantime?
I'm good for the night.
I'll go inform Jabal. And then I'll go and inform Jabal of what just transpired.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on the Taurians?
They're down there, right?
Good talk. Well, Prince, what do you think of that?
What do I think of what? Oh, you're alive. Oh, thank goodness. I got worried after text message. You know, if you got yourself shot, I might not have got paid.
What do you think of this Taurian joining us?
What Taurian?
A Taurian made a proposition, wants to join us, knows a lot more about us than we know about him.
Oh, is he a noble?
Didn't think to ask that.
Well, I mean, like, if he's just a peasant, you already have enough peasants.
I think he goes back to his room.
Reconsiders his life choices up to this point.
He drinks a whole lot of engine degreaser.
When you head back to your room, I'm waiting outside the door.
If he's got
legit.
Taurian knowledge, he might know something of my background.
He may, but he rolled a general knowledge and it didn't come out high.
Correct.
He's not just a fast talker. He's an actual mech warrior. He's got. When he fell,
Great.
I could see his neural helm.
But that doesn't mean he can be trusted.
I'm not saying you can. But I'm saying we need a body in that Ostrak.
You don't
And
think
if you want to go home and you want to pick a fight with Lyra nobility, we need all the bodies we got. I'm not saying he's the answer. I'm saying we talk tomorrow when nobody's playing cards, when nobody's got booze in them, especially that crap that Checkers keeps making.
that stuff's pretty good.
Wow,
It grows on you.
purpose.
I like it.
Yeah.
You
And
see, he's got like a bottle behind him. He's gonna go drink it in the room.
we
solo.
see what this guy's legitimately got to say, because he already knows way more than we care to have him
That's
know.
what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
We can get some legitimacy behind how he found out about us and why.
Hey, he could be a fan. He seems to like you.
That's what I'm worried about. You ever thought about maybe an assassination attempt before I even get back there?
I wouldn't be worried about that too much yet. They would have taken a shot at us when we're out in the field.
Fair enough. I'll move the scene along by going into my room.
So in the proudest traditions of, the most noble mercenaries in the inner sphere, a contract is forged with a little bit of spit up and alcohol poisoning and violence.
So tradition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The everyone takes comfort that all the rituals have been fulfilled.
And we drank engine degreaser.
Mhm.
Perfect.
It's a couple jumps past that point till you get to the highlight system. It's a bit of a ways away from the jump point, so it's still a good 20 days before you're going to sit down. Captain Magnus has used his Comstar contacts, done as much work as he could. The situation is grim in general, but you've been in worse for you specifically. Where it stands, the Tannhauser Gate, your dropship, has been invited to settle down peacefully. The capital city of Baron, the palace, is just a bit outside of it, and Harlan, you are invited to a party tonight. Essentially a meet and greet. It is very professional, it's the space equivalent of getting like a printed card with calligraphy on it. There is no mention of the tensions that have brought you here. Also mentions that there is martial law in place in the capital city right now. That is being overseen by an outfit known as the Fürstenberg Home Guard. It appears to be essentially the private militia of the von Fürstenberg family. As far as contacts can tell, these are the only legitimate military authority presences operating on the planet, and they are limiting their operations to the capital city. The rest of the planet is wild. You can already pick up that there have been pirates, bandits, attacks, and etc.
Oh yeah, you could make a lot of money on a planet that's not well defended.
The Count understands.
Perhaps they're doing that to weaken it.
No. You see, they can only control so much, right? You're sitting here, you don't have many men, can't control a whole planet, or you expect higher levels of resistance, you don't want attrition, so you leave them to the wolves.
So when we're all together, or is this...
This is happening, and Magnus sort of goes, as much as I don't always agree with the Count,
thank you.
It is possible he does have a read on this situation. The threats facing the planet are mostly due to the fact that supplies to the militia have been impounded. The Home Guard doesn't seem to have enough units to patrol the whole planet. They would require the militia to do so. Suppressing the militia is clearly a hostage attempt to bring you home to perform the wedding, but it appears they are not overwhelmingly well equipped. Were I in the position to conduct some sort of undercover operation, I would suggest attending this function at the palace. Then may be possible to learn more about what is happening here. But perhaps some others should enter the capital city itself and try to find some information from the locals and get a better sense of what is happening on the ground. Regardless, if it comes to a push against... rock in a hard place, I suppose. If it comes to a fight, we are outnumbered and outmatched, but not dramatically so that it is impossible to consider an armed undertaking.
You know, there was an old Terran comic book about a man who wore a gray suit and dressed like a bat. He had a butler. This guy Magnus is literally that guy.
I don't know about that. He seems more like just a peasant to me, but you know.
You have a suit? All right, what's the plan then? I have to go to this party, but we need to know where they're set up and where their weak points are. If they're going to execute me, it's going to be after the wedding, and it's going to be oops, I fell out the window or down the stairs or something,
Or
a tragic accident.
after you procreate. One of the two.
One of the two.
I'm going to spend a plot point to do something absolutely heinous.
Do you need a plot point to do that?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
The morning we get there, his old man has a legitimate accident. It's not like a fake assassination and dies. He like trips, falls out of a window. It's like a legitimate, horrible accident or medical condition, and he drops dead before he can meet him again.
Wow.
And it's like, they didn't kill him. Even they're like, oh shit. They're supposed to die yet.
I'm having more fun watching Jesse figure out how to navigate. This is more fun for me. I'm going to make a plot point to make sure that happens.
And in Jesse's mind, this is why I hate players.
No, okay, no, that is we're going to work that in. I don't think you've heard about it yet, but we are going to take that. You're going to hear about it on the way in.
But it sounds conspicuous if he fell out of a window. Everyone's like,
Where was
Found
the
out
American
that
guy?
his middle name was Burgess.
I'm going to accept that plot point. That's going. But yeah, let's keep at this conversation for now. Like, that may be happening at this moment, but the crew is unaware of it.
Like you just missed him by hours.
Yeah. So, so I'm going to the party.
I'm great at parties.
So we'll all be together then. I'm going to this party. I don't know if the invitation will allow me to have +1 or 2, or
Is not indicated.
sure I could bring in my guard or my.
I think you like. I'm not even gonna make you roll. It's like a protocol thing. Like, yeah, of course you'd have an entourage.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Who's the entourage?
Yeah, I think the who is a big question here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we need to decide who's going to come with me to the party and who
I'll
wants to
come-
go.
I will
I'll-
be dressed for the occasion.
Yeah,
I
we got-
specialize in these things.
We're gonna,
Yeah,
we're gonna take the fop with us, but that's
But you have to pretend to not be from your house.
No, I can.
Yeah,
exactly
I
from my
don't think
house.
that's a really good idea. I don't think that he should be the one that represents you at the party.
Oh, as if you should represent him, some Taurian dog.
I'll have you know there's no dogs in my family line whatsoever. I checked.
Oh wow, so you're not even a good Taurian.
Oh,
Oh, hold on here. Checkers,
What? What?
where do you want to go? Do you want to come with us to the party, or do you want to go check the town out and see if you can get some intel on their defenses?
Oh, I'll go get some intel. I've had enough party already, and I don't want to see what other cards he has up his sleeve.
I want to know where he is. I'll tell you that much.
So, all right. So you want to do that, Wiley? Do you want to go with Checkers?
Sure.
Jabal, what do you want to do? Go to the party or go with Checkers?
Neither. There's a place that needs me to show them how to put their faces onto the floor very quickly, and I will find good information out while I'm doing it.
I trust you know what you're doing.
I do not.
I get his drift.
He knows what he's doing. All right. Well, then I guess it's the three of us. He
Outstanding.
whispers to you. You see him just be like, looks at Checkers. You can see that I'm grimacing my teeth at you, like, son of a bitch, leaving me with these two.
I'm laughing the whole time.
All right.
Yeehaw and the Count. Here we go.
Which one am I?
Not the Count.
So you are my personal servants.
You're adorable.
I think that'll work. I
That's
think
how we
that'll
play
work.
this
I think.
out, all right? You tend to my mech. You tend to my clothes and things. It's the best way to work this out.
Work out how? Work out what? You're not going to get any respect from anyone. You show up there with some servants, no one cares.
But that's
You show up
that's
the-
how you get in.
I am a Merrick. Do you not understand?
Not when you
I
walk in here.
No, I am a Merrick. That brings respect. Don't you understand that these people will see you have an ally with the wrong last name to mess with? That's why I just go in there. You have the full backing and support of a scion of House Merrick.
All right.
You need claim. You need support. Everything is about claim and support. Who do you know? Who is your friend? I am your friend, as long as you pay me.
All right. You're coming in to support me.
Absolutely.
You
As you're paying me to do so.
absolutely. You're his hired gun.
Ugh.
Ugh. They both
Engine degreaser aftertaste.
That's the smooth finish.
Yeah,
It's not so smooth. Smooth sipping, harsh finish.
No, the smooth finish comes from it eating and eroding your taste buds and memory. You'll never taste anything again, so it's very smooth.
All right.
Okay, Checkers. We're going on run some recon and some intelligence work here. You said there's martial law in the city.
In the city.
So, what does that constitute for enforcement in the city? What do they got there other than the mechs? Mechs don't impose martial law.
There are mechs at the palace.
Yep.
In the city, there are uniformed troops. Full automatic machine guns.
Approximately what? A regiment, a battalion?
There are enough that there are, a couple at sort of every block.
So there's probably a regiment.
A
here.
fair amount of troops. There is a curfew. It is a few hours away. So people are still moving along on the streets. They're not happy about it.
These are just military soldiers, right? They're not elementals or anything.
No, they're just ground pounders.
Mhm.
So we don't see tanks or anything like that. It's just like other than like
On the streets of the city,
ATVs kind of
no,
thing.
like your crew, you're out in the city. Like every once in a while, someone has like space Humvee.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go to the party. We'll go to the party, I guess.
Yeah. So a car is sent for the party. It's not exactly a limousine, but it's nice. While you're in the back of this car, they have one of those talking TVs. Hi, I'm C-grade celebrity. Welcome to Highlight 5. Try the fish. There's also news coverage, and you see that there's news coverage that the current Duke, Archibald Storm, has suffered a severe accident and has been rushed to the hospital.
I'm sure that's the case.
Oh no.
You're going to head to the party, and the party is heading to the party, and I guess the townie party is
I
heading
immediately
to the
make
town.
eye contact with you, and I just start shaking my head slowly, like that's no accident, even though it.
Oh no, he believes it's not an accident. Done
So who do we want to follow first here?
Follow them first.
Okay. You arrive at the party, you present your invitation, everyone is dressed very nice.
Fancy.
I'm dressed the nicest.
That's fair. I'm not going to make you play a plot point for that.
I would.
Randall's like, you got to get that last monster away from him.
Get it away.
So the palace in Highlight 5, it's a mansion. It's built in a way, it's contemporary, but there's a lot of like throwback architecture. It clearly is not a ye old Terran castle, but a lot of the things are built to look like it. So you see like you see a lot of devices on the wall. There's still the sword and sun of the Federated Suns. You see the insignia of the planet, which is a stylized opal against a similar solar blast. You see a few you don't recognize. There's one that's green and gold with a bit of alternating red, white, red. You see one that's a blue device with a stylized golden L and a winged creature in front. Very
good heraldry.
Yeah. Pretty fancy stuff in here. How's Harlan feeling about being home after all this time?
He's focused right now after hearing about the conspicuous news of his dad's accident.
Mm-hmm.
He's on pretty high alert. Like he is looking everywhere.
He's not even. It's no nostalgia, no memories here.
He is repressing the nostalgia right now because he's razor focused on the task at hand. He also thinks there's going to be an assassination attempt at some point. He doesn't feel like it's tonight, but he's going to stay on guard and trying to see if anybody in here is talking about anything that he can grip on in terms of the combat prowess of the people that are blockading him.
So
Sounds good to me.
my first objective when we get here, and I'm going to roll my protocol nobility check, is I want to find out who is the most gracious host in as much way as I can, in the sense of like, oh, so like this is being held by, which house was it again?
This is the von Fürstenberg.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hosted by the great house von Fürstenberg. And like, he's going to do his absolute best to make sure everyone knows who he is,
Mhm.
and to make sure, and his family name, and to make sure that he finds out who the most appropriate people are for them to be discussing things with, to find out as much as possible. That is a terrible roll. That's a 7.
It's not great.
How do edge work for this? Is it a reroll or is it add?
In this case, I think the edge tokens are going to be more for. I mean, they'd be more for your special abilities. I mean,
Well, this is an ability, like it's based on noble protocol. It's one of
well, if you just scroll down, like you have things that you can spend the points. Oh no, but those are probably combat related.
Yeah.
So you know what? In this case, sure. If you want to spend one, we'd say we can use it to. Let's do a reroll.
Sure.
That's more fun. Just keep this moving.
Oh yeah, because it can be a
Snake.
disaster anyway. I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
being a
because
disaster.
nothing bad happened at this table earlier.
That's better. That's a 9.
Okay, a 9. There are two kinds of people at this party. There are formerly low-level and not very important local highlight nobility,
Ignore all of them. They're
Mhm.
irrelevant.
and then there are new nobility that have been imported with the von
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Fürstenbergs.
those are the ones we want to talk to.
Yeah, most of those you get in the flunky vibe. what all of these folks are here, their goal tonight is to impress Count Vogel von Fürstenberg.
So I point this out to you. I was like, I just come back after like only 2 seconds of talking with them, and I'm like, so all those people there, I start pointing out people like they're important because that's what a noble would do. But I'm quietly telling you, he's useless. He doesn't matter. He's useless. Puppet, ignore Puppet. They're not useful. And like, I'm just like, the only one here, and I just point at the Count. Like, is the
ironically, as you're doing that, I'd like to just like not count out, but work with a symbiotic relationship and use my streetwise to see if I can sniff out even more of the seat warmers, as you say.
Sure.
Roll that, Snake Eyes.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, good. That'll be a 16.
wow.
16.
Yeah. Who are the rats? And is this Von Pierston guy? Is he also a plant?
Okay. It's been a while since you've been home. I think you recognize some of the highlight names. None of them were important the last time you were here.
Okay.
Which means that the important ones probably all supported your father and have been removed. Whether these ones are here because they've been forced to or because they're toting up to the new boss, unclear. But sort of Merrick is correct that there's probably not a lot of actual power there. Probably intentional.
Let's go straight to the Duke, or to the Von.
to our most gracious host who has decided to invite us together as friends and allies to this incredible event.
Sure.
Yeah. Yep. Count Fürstenberg will see you approaching and move to meet you himself. He's accompanied by a bit of an entourage, and you can see no less than 6 heavily armed guards with him, in addition to the guards who are stationed at various points throughout the party. He's sort of surprisingly well built for an older man, but he's just got, like, the skin is like pulled back on his face. He hasn't aged well. You can sort of see like really prominent cheekbones. And he walks up to you with, Harlan Storm. I had heard you had set down. Welcome home. Such as it is, thank you for joining us.
Yeah. I'm to marry somebody.
Yes, of course. Introductions are in order, of course. Caroline, a moment, please. And all of you turn your attention to another entourage that's approaching, led by a woman about your age. She's blonde, has like blonde hair and a complicated updo and light green eyes, and that is all you can tell because she's wearing one of those dresses that makes her look like a human head on top of a wedding cake.
Oh, God.
It is row after row after row.
She already dressed for the marriage?
Jules and all of the ladies with her are dressed like this.
This is the style at the time.
This gown, it might be worth more than this room.
Harlan's gonna just go.
And she's gonna look over at
her about the dress.
She's gonna look over at you, and she gives a very clearly measured, and then, and turns and walks away. Ooh. All right. And then you hear this pet, 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 and this little old man comes running up. He's wearing, you know when someone has a tuxedo on and they don't know how to wear it? Shirt's half untucked in, the vest isn't quite right. I noticed you looked right at Paul. I'm assuming that has happened before.
Habit.
This little old man comes running up and goes, okay, it's okay, I'm here. Countess, I have this under control. Thank you so much. Yes, it's been a pleasure. Everything will be, I've got it. No, this whole time she's just walking away, ignoring him. He turns around. Hello. Okay. Hello. Harlan's. Hello. Hello. Good to meet you all.
He does not let him touch him. He's like, gives him this look, because I have a super high intimidation. I'm not even going to roll it, but I just give him this look that will make him flinch. Like,
okay, that's fair. Hello. So my name is Kaminsky. I'm the Countess's major domo. I'll be handling. Hey, where's your protocol guy? Who should I be talking to?
Right there.
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy isn't dressed like a protocol guy. Are you handling the particulars?
I am a scion of House Merrick.
Oi!
How dare you speak to me this way? I have treated everyone else here with respect. You have not treated me with any respect.
Okay, no protocol guy. That's fine. It's classic. It's a direct approach. I like it. It's like this place, right? First time I saw it, I was like, wow,
I just turned to the Count and I'm like, who is this? Like, what?
Fürstenberg is loving this.
Yeah.
He's loving the whole thing. And
it's like, we have not, like, I talked to the Count ignoring this little man, and I just, it's like, I'm just like, I am Captain Casimir Kozak-Merrick, a friend of your would-be son-in-law. I've come here to support him and to show that there is more support for him in other realms than merely this one.
Fürstenberg projects just a little. Kaminsky is still babbling. Fürstenberg projects just loud enough to be heard by the crowd. Yes. I have heard that you had turned your little mercenary unit into a halfway house for exiled and failed nobles.
While that conversation is happening, Harlan is gonna lean into Stogan and say, "You read the table professionally.
Sure do.
What are you reading in here?"
Can I make a roll with everyone else?
Perception.
Protocol?
Protocol would be good if you got it.
Yeah. So +3.
What would I need to know to know more about the history? Just even vague rumblings of House Fürstenstein. Like, what stat would I be using for that?
Probably just a history, like a standard. Like it'd probably be just your 2d6 plus intelligence twice.
Okay.
So I just roll and +3.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. 6, so 9.
You got and you got.
13.
Okay,
Much
so
better.
a very heavy success from Kozak-Merrick on the history of the house. And what were you rolling to check?
I was just trying to read the room for Harlan, but I'm actually looking for the easiest mark within the Duke's circle, like someone who's like clearly a high-level functionary, but no one pays a lot of attention to them.
Okay. Just no particular order. Somewhere in when you were still paying attention in school, before everything that happened to you happened, von Fürstenberg is a minor house from Arcturus. Emphasis on minor.
Oh yeah, so like when he says that I'm a failed noble, he's just like, yes, because I am a failed noble compared to the mighty von Fürstenbergs, who are, if I remember correctly, the toadies of their betters. A minor house so pitiful, so pathetic that they almost get a run off of their own planet.
I just kind of pull back. I just kind of keep stepping away.
Fürstenberg, you raise I'm doing your accent. You raise a good point. I suppose I should trust you. After all, you know more about being run off one's own planet than anyone else I've ever met.
Well,
Logan Reg, meantime, the most obvious toady in his retinue, all of them. Everybody.
I was right when I was like, useless.
That's the best response.
Everybody with the Count is wearing these like civilian suits, but with a military cut. And row after row after row of medals and awards, none of which look like anything you actually recognize. Just different banners and colors, and etc. They're all don't carry themselves with a military build. You don't think there's a lot of push-ups happening.
Everybody gets an award.
You know,
Yeah.
he speaks about being run off of a planet, but I don't see him on Arcturus. And he just gives you like a sly look to the side. He's like, I have a feeling that somebody began supporting an Archon because they're not allowed home anymore either.
It is better to... Sorry. It is better to rule.
With something your family never does.
That's something you don't either. And yet, here
but I will.
am.
That is the difference.
He's going to
between
turn
you and I.
away. While you're doing the turn away, Mr. Kaminsky will see to the arrangements. I see you don't have anyone to match. I'm sure you don't mind him communicating with you directly. We shall have the wedding in a couple of weeks. You will be informed as the protocols that are required. Do try. I can't even. And just walks away.
You know what? You just got a discount.
Good.
Kaminsky is like doing the equivalent of like jumping and raising his hand, looking for somebody to pay attention to him.
I'll grab him by the scruff of his shirt and lead him forward.
Mhm.
Some other time. Shove him aside.
Right. Okay, we can do that. I know where the ship is. I will send word. It'll be great. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you too.
I'm going to try to charm him, and I'm going to try to plant my challenge coin on him, which is also a tracker and a comm device.
Cool.
I'm going to try to charm him and make him my friend. So acting, my charisma and
Sure.
my acting is +5.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh,
Sorry, boxcars.
Okay. I,
17.
17.
I am going to roll
Wow.
opposed. Finally, I get a chance to play too. But I don't think it's going to.
No. Okay.
Anything not boxcars was like,
So, to speed things along, so you're going to take, Kaminsky said, like, how's the wedding going to work? Here's what we should do. Here's where the thing, and just
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna
place
charm
the.
him and make him chuckle a bit and put my arm around him and then just like slip it in his pocket, the tracker and listening bug.
Sounds good. Okay, let's cut to the party in town.
Checkers, where do you want to hit first?
Well, we need to find somebody with access and information, and then we need to beat the hell out of them until they tell us what we want. So let's find somebody, much like our new colleague, that they won't miss, and do what we have to do.
Okay, where do we seem to notice where most of the infantry in the city are?
All we need to
Coming
do is
out.
find somebody with a radio,
Central hub.
because the person who's allowed to talk on a radio is the person you want to beat up.
Two slightly different requests. Wiley, it's not hard to find that there is a hotel in downtown Barron that has been turned into the base of operations for these folks. For a world in on the border with a periphery nation, you've seen nicer hotels, but this is nice. It's nice enough.
Okay, where was the previous garrison office for the local defense unit prior to the Furstenberg family taking over this?
Is that a question that you would have asked Tarleton?
No,
before?
but we could probably find that. Asking locals. I wouldn't ask a local right up off the bat. Do a quick check with equivalent of my cell phone computer.
poor von Furstenberg. I've never seen somebody bury themselves so badly.
Doing a check to see where
Yeah, because it's Space Google.
yeah, space.
Yeah, although it's got to have a Comstar name, right?
Yeah.
Like Blake Pilot, Blake
Bluegill.
Blue. Yeah, maybe Bluegill.
Mechwarrior.
So the militia operated off of a planetary spaceport that is 50 kilometers from the capital city, just far enough that no one's going to mind dropships coming in and out. In general, there was enough of them scattered across. This is a fairly lush world for the Battletech universe. It's nice here. So there's a fair amount of population spread out. So bigger militia than you were used to, but there were 2 or 3 of these starports on the planet that weren't meant so much for getting into orbit, but as it was for getting into a dropship and doing a suborbital jump to land where there was trouble.
Okay.
The biggest of these spaceports is about 50 clicks away. You're able to read between the lines in the news. The media has clearly been everything's we love our new Steiner overlords. The von Furstenbergs are great. They're going to correct all the mistakes of the storms. You detect that there is probably still a militia presence at this starport, but that it's been constantly raided by pirates so much that it's like a joke.
Okay.
It's, the von Furstenbergs will have to come in and clean this up because those poor militia folks just keep getting their teeth kicked in by these mysterious raiders.
Okay. Tex, who are we gonna go kidnap and beat for information?
Like I said, let's find someone with a radio, someone who looks delicate, and then get a phone book and introduce them to the middle of it, the hard way.
Let's do it.
There are patrols, probably about 2 by 2, every block. There are checkpoints here and there, which are probably a little heavier than you want to mess with. but it won't be hard if you want to isolate one of these groups, but it's going to be 4 soldiers to...
What time of evening is it right now?
After dinner, I think on the equivalent of a Terran clock, you're probably getting to 7 or 8 o'clock. But you've got probably another hour and a half or so towards curfew. The sun is still up, but it's settling in on the horizon.
I got an idea. Now, if we start shooting people or they start shooting, gigs up. Anybody who with a set of working ears is going to know something's going down. But car accidents happen all the time. And I think car versus pedestrian works in our favor. So let's go steal a car, preferably one with government plates so they don't shoot at it right away. Thump, thump. We get most of them. We get out and we go, oh my God, the brakes went out. I'm so sorry. The last guy, apoplectic, beat over the head with a toolbox, throw him in the back of the van and on our way.
Solid.
Option B.
Accidents happen all the time.
You don't see Jabal stop.
I'm actually going to attempt to do a devious plot point once again,
Okay.
but this one is to be more helpful. There is a minor military disaster on the outskirts near the what's its name? The starport. A Leopard dropship with several mechs in it crashes and burns. That belongs to the Count. And it causes the military to go on high alert, but not in a way where they're paying attention to people like this. They're trying to figure out what, oh my God, a dropship just went down. It's a flashy explosion even. It's bad.
All right, what I'm going to give you, there is that crash nearby the starport. And
it's enough to send people on.
well, here's the thing. They're not going. People are talking about it, and you can see soldiers are starting to like pass word like, hey, did you hear what happened? But no one's deploying out to this starport. What I'm also going to give you...
Interesting.
What I'm also going to give you, and Checkers, maybe you can use this too. So, Checkers, you're describing the best way... I guess you're comparing the human skull to various species of bird eggs and how they crack.
Yeah.
When you hear the sounds of a fist fight,
Oh.
and you and Wiley are going to come around a corner, and it's a warehouse area. And behind the warehouse, you recognize a bunch of engineers from the ship standing in a circle. And in the middle, there's Jabal fighting, like both of them sort of, boxing style, one of the soldiers who works for the Fürstenberg Home Guard.
Oh.
Jabal, you're in a fight with it's probably not as big as you, but the dude has had army training.
This isn't a fight.
Please elaborate.
This is an exercise. Well, I will introduce his face to the ground very quickly.
I was almost boxcar. Almost boxcar.
Okay.
16.
Oh, if I really want to be mean, I can get up to a 10. Yeah.
6.
Yeah, you see, Wiley, you've been on the receiving end of this often enough that, yeah, you understand that Jabal is taking this fight.
Yeah.
I don't think this guy knows it yet, but he's already beat. There's only a few of the Home Guard soldiers around. They're definitely outnumbered by the technicians from the cult.
Okay, so there's only a couple around, and he's beating the crap out of one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Pistol in the back of one of them, inconspicuously. You're coming with me, and I'd lead him towards Checkers.
Ooh, you got an intimidation or anything?
I don't know if I got my intimidation, but we will open up my character sheet again. So I have... I was going to use my stealth, knowledge, small arms, whatever. So I'm going to use my stealth to
Sneakily get him away
sneakily
from...
get it, to put the pistol into his back, and then to move him, direct him towards Checkers, which will lead down to like behind a dumpster or a side alley where the fight's happening.
Where the Von Fierstens are going to end up.
7.
That would be 9 plus 6. It's 15.
This game would be a lot more fun if I could roll for crap.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah.
Randall's like, yeah, it would.
I learned it from watching you.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, everyone is real focused in on this fight. I mean, Checkers probably goes right into do odds and take bets.
So I've got the pistol into his back.
Yeah,
and
you're
as I'm
easily
walking
able
by, I just kind of give Checkers the quick shoulder bump, and so he looks down, and I nod down so you can see the pistol in the guy's back, and they keep walking this way, and whatever you do, Checkers, do follow if you want.
Excellent. Can we find a garbage truck with a functioning compactor?
It wouldn't be the Magnificent Seven without.
I say they
crime.
do. I say.
Yeah.
I would very much like to impress upon this gentleman the weight of the situation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I see what you did there.
I think there's a meaningful look to Jabal, who recognizes what this means, whether or not he approves of it.
What'll happen is that when Checkers comes walking up and takes the lead with it, Jabal, as he's fighting him, looks over, sees it, and I just go like this. And then we carry on.
I think that makes sense. All right, yeah, let's just, so we hard cut. You have the trash compactors running, you got the two of you, and you've got this little Fürstenberg private.
Yeah.
With a gun and a trash compactor. Trapped between a gun and a trash compactor, as the old saying goes.
Like my mom used to say.
I'm just gonna put my thumb on the button. I'm gonna say every time words or noise come out of your mouth that we don't like, I hold the button down. Your choice.
He nods shakily.
This guy's getting it. Yeah, man, he's not gonna go discover what it's like to be in the second dimension. That's great. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let it come down to where it's almost touching him. Let off the button, and then go there. I took up the slack. I don't believe in having long conversations. So, what can you tell us about the military situation on the planet?
That's where I'm going to spend a plot point.
Mhm.
This guy is old militia spy who's trying to get information, who's trying to be on the inside, hoping and waiting for someone to come help. And the goal of this person is to punch a weakness in the supply run to rebuild the militia to help fight off the Von Kirsten family.
Play it.
There it is.
Another one.
It's okay that I can talk. I can talk. Is it
Sure.
okay?
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you. You're back with the Duke. You're back with the Duke, right? You're the guys. I'm
just gonna look at Wiley and I'm gonna be like, did we scare the brains out of this guy?
No. I'm from here.
He has soiled himself, but
That could be a local
What's your
custom. I don't
original
know.
unit?
I'm militia. I'm old school militia. Well, not old, obviously. But no, I'm from here. We went in with it. He'll start reaching and undoes the uniform, and he's got the opal. Okay, that doesn't work because I'm wearing a different insignia. But he's got the opal on the sunburst. That's the symbol of Highlight 5, like a little tattoo. The same way, like someone might have, like the fighting 52nd tattooed.
Yeah.
So-
Okay.
We've been trying to find you. I was trying to talk to the scary one, to the fighting one. It's fine. We need your help. Most of the militia, there's no ammunition. There's no fuel. Just about everyone is trapped at the starport. The last 3 nights in a row, the pirates have hit us. We can't fight them off, and the Fürstenbergs are letting it happen.
They're letting it
Who are these
happen.
pirates?
They're letting it happen. They're letting the pirates do whatever they want. We think it's just to make sure that he comes home and does the whole thing when they become the rightful Duke and Duchess. We don't know. Nobody tells us. It's half of us can't even get out.
My friend just asked you a question.
What was the?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit the button just once, a little bit.
We don't know.
You know,
no,
just-
no. Please stop. 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 Please stop.
All right. God, he's making me feel bad, and I don't like that. Anyways, the consequences of my actions.
I don't know. It's a border world. There's always some. Maybe they're Taurians. But they show up every once in a while.
See out of the Taurian Concordat, I do not believe it.
They show up every once in a while. We fight them off. We're gotten good at it, but we can't without any fuel. We can't without it. They took every last bullet.
Wow, I actually feel bad for you.
Listen,
Well, Wiley, let's
we
make
need
some
your
friends.
help. You come. You can get us. We can rearm. The only ones who are helping us right now are the Fraymians.
Who?
The Fraymians. Have you not heard about this?
We've been on world for all of like 6 hours.
We don't know who they are either, but they come and they fight the pirates and then disappear. They're the only ones around who are doing anything about
Come
it
and fight the pirates. How and with what?
with their mechs. I mean, heck, we thought maybe they were working with you.
How many of there are you?
I mean, most of Joe's company is still around. There's probably enough of us to mount up. If we got the mechs working, we could field a couple of lances, then maybe twice that many in some old Pegasi, some old demolishers. I mean, they're useless. They've been disabled, but there's maybe a couple of hundred guys in total left over at the base. There's even the old drop ship. It's not a military drop ship, but we could use it to get around. But there's no fuel for it.
All right, I got an idea.
Yep.
And I look at the guy in the trash compactor, and I'm going to be like, if I let you out, you're not allowed to hug me, say thank you more than once, no handshakes, minimal eye contact. And if you start crying, you go back in there. Deal?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to open the trash compactor and let him out. And I'm going to
It's a
say,
good thing I'm out of plot points because I would have hit the wrong button.
But I still have one. No.
Yeah, he'll get out and he will like stand at like parade military attention like he was trained at an ROTC, then realize he's looking up and immediately look down so that he's not making eye contact with anyone, and just stands there like quivering.
I'm going to get around to the front of the trash truck, put it in neutral, and then just let it roll down the street to cause problem for someone else while we walk off in the opposite direction.
Okay. While he's standing there, he said, "Where is your usual meet location outside the city?"
There isn't one. As far as I know, I'm the only one who made it.
A comm link off back to the dropship. Banquo,
Yep.
want you to meet such and such at whatever location. We need you to go meet with the local militia, see what the supply lines are. Take them in the hovercraft.
Yep.
We'll get Banquo to go do that with the militia and get them to organize stuff and come back to us. This would be back within 4 hours.
He's like looks down. Can I? Is it okay to talk?
Yeah.
They've been hitting us every night, and the Fraymians help, but I don't know if we're gonna make it. We need your help. You brought the thing, right?
We're going to go check it out, and you're going to go with our top reconnaissance guy on the ground in a hovercraft, and he is going to drive the 50 kilometers with you. It's going to take about an hour, and you're going to go out there. He's going to witness what's going on. He's going to scope it out, and then he's going to report back to me. He's going to report back to our commanding officer. He's going to report back to checkers here, and then we will assess it, and we will deal with it.
Okay. And pauses, considers. Thank you once.
You can hug me.
Acceptable.
Back into the trash compactor. No!
Okay, so I think we hit the end of a scene. I think everyone is going to come and pool their information, unless there's anything else anyone wanted to do.
Oh, I'm just going to tell him on our way back, he's like, pigs to the slaughter. That is the Vinsirstons, very easy. They're not smart, weak supports.
How are
you
they
can
able
just
to
kill them.
blockade like this? I think we try and open up a blockade, let some of the supplies in, get the militia up, and between that and us, we should be able to. Fawny's your aunt.
pigs to the slaughter.
Right. So, well, would you say the scene connects us all in the dropship?
Yeah, I think, if that's where
Yeah.
makes sense that, rather than finding local accommodations, I'm sure that would be
definitely.
uncomfortable.
All right.
We go to Holiday Inn on this planet. We're like, they got a pool.
Actually, it's a highlight in.
We're going to turn their house symbol into the same symbol as like House Bolton from Game of Thrones, but ironically.
If it's got a continental breakfast, we're there.
Hey, if it's a chain, we could get smooth sipping in there. I think when we get together, I think it's we'll catch each other up fairly quickly, and then begin this next, I guess, scene going. So, nothing on your brother yet.
I did ask around.
And who are these Fraymians?
Apparently, a local unit of some sort with mechs that are helping the militia fight off not only raiders, but maybe offering some sort of resistance versus the Ron Furstenberg family.
And they need help defending off against these pirates.
Oh, Banquo is out right now with one of them at the spaceport.
How much ammo and fuel do we have? Could we supply this to the
What they're looking for, we don't have an infantry platoon or regiment or anything like that to help these guys out with. We have stuff for mechs, right? So, Bank will have like vehicle parts. We have a couple of condors, I think, left over from the previous.
Could we hit a supply depot and then give that to?
That's a possibility. Why don't we wait for Banquo to get back, and then he can report back what he's seen. He's gone out to the spaceport where they're trying to hold off pirates.
Sure, get a report on a comm or something.
Yeah, this is probably going to happen while you're having this conversation. I think you get a text transmission from Banquo's Pegasus scout tank. He reports back, they're coming, and this isn't just a raid. They're here to kill these people and take over this place.
Which is why the dropship was shot down.
These people are going to need help right now.
Can I check if my tracking device has gotten any information, or if I can eavesdrop on anything? Can I roll
Sure thing.
my comms? I have a communications +4.
I have an idea.
So I sneak off to a dropship terminal and I hack into my comms. And I roll a 6, which I've been rolling all night long. +4 is a 10.
With a 10, there's some interference. You think like for a while there's been some interference, and you think, oh crap, big mansion, stone walls, that kind of thing. And then you get a little bit of burst of static. You hear a woman's voice, like in the distance. It's not being picked up well. Just kind of having the same conversation. They're coming to destroy the place. They're going to need help.
Whoa.
This is called your support base. You don't usually want them to die. Just pointing it out.
Also, here's an opportunity. These pirates, they got supplies too. If we can get in there and disable their stuff, we can use it, flip it, and now the militia gets to use those.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
Agreed.
Hit them tonight. Let's go.
Let's go.
The Mech 7 mount up. It's very dramatic. Reactor online, sensors online, weapons online. Jabal, you're in your new thug. Seat doesn't quite fit your butt groove yet, but you guys know what they're doing. It's tuned up. As you reach back to grab your neuro helmet, there's an apple core in there and a note that says, meet you there.
All right.
Booyah.
And as the mechs power up and start to stalk their way out of the dropship, we will take a break and cut back as they approach the militia starport. That's all the time we have for now. Thanks very much, everybody. Be sure to join us next time.
Let's go kick some pirates' ass.
Yeah.
Every one of them is going to suffer for the indignity that they placed upon me.
You guys go first.